We're at Fred Meyer, Crossroads Bellevue Fred Meyer. This is the ultra super mega dope Fred Meyer. They got everything here. Look, the produce section is really nice, but for real though, look at the sushi area. So as far as produce, I have my go-tos. A lot in terms of the fruit, I don't really touch. The only thing I'm going to get here today is apples. A lot of it just has too much sugar and it's too hard to track. And so bell peppers are always go-to for me. I mainly put them in salads, but I'll use them in eggs a lot too. They add a lot of flavor, and there's not a lot of calories in it for what it is. So I do the red ones just because nothing else in the food is red. I know when I'm eating pepper, which I kind of like. Oranges take all the vitamin C credit, and apples actually have a lot of vitamin C too. But mostly what they do for your digestion, and they're actually a lot lower in sugar than everything else in the fruit area. So if I was going to tell somebody to eat one kind of fruit, it's going to be an apple. Okay, so for salads, I do 1 cup of spinach and then 1 cup of classic garden. I get these two almost every time because I like them fresh. And right next door here is the salad dressings. You can skip mostly all of these, but this Bolt House brand, I keep talking about it in all the other videos. The macronutrients on them are almost all the same on all of them, but they're solid. They're really, really good. And another reason I like Fred Meyer, if you come right here, is they sell green beans in the bag, and they're rinsed, and they're really easy, and they're picked. And green beans I like cold, so when I'm making meals, I can just put the green beans right in there. It's really simple for me. And then broccoli florets. They don't sell them like this at any other grocery store. You have to buy them, cut them, steam them all yourself. I'm gonna go this way. And then with the bell peppers, I usually do a lot of white mushrooms, and I get the sliced ones, and they can go in almost everything, and eggs, and pastas, and dinners, and it goes good with a steak, whatever. And then the last thing I need is asparagus. So any fitness person is going to tell you a lot about asparagus. And asparagus is a natural diuretic, so you'll notice that you'll hold a lot less of the outside subcutaneous fat when you're eating a lot of asparagus. Your pee will also stink, but I actually bought a bunch on sale, so I'm not going to buy this today. And almond milk has a really good consistency, and it goes really good with your shakes, and you can actually use it for a lot of recipes. So I always go for the unsweetened vanilla, which is right here. But something I've been getting really stoked about lately is the cashew. The cashew is slightly higher in fat, but there's like 3 grams less carbs. But I mean, there's already 3 grams carbs in almond milk anyway, so whatever. But I actually do like it. And then we have regular milk, and we're not going to do that. It just you're gonna get a really bloated stomach from it, and it's not going to feel good when you drink it. Especially if you cut it out for a while and you start having it again. And then eggs. Almost always, I buy eggs every time. And so I'm looking for the omega-3 brown eggs. Right here. Nope, these ones are on sale. Yeah, these ones are on sale. So Simple Truth is the brand. And then I know they gotta have it in another section, but there you go, egg whites. They come out like that. So you have to weigh them. You put them in a cup while they're on your scale. And it's just pretty much pure protein. They're also pasteurized, so you can just drink them like this if you wanted to. You can flavor it with like coffee creamer, cocoa powder, whatever you really want to do. Yeah, they're really good for you. So if you're lactose intolerant, they have, my coach put me on this, almond cheese. It's made of almonds. It is cheese. I know, that's really but yeah, if you're lactose intolerant and you can't have cheese and you want to have cheese, on the cheese. I don't have a problem with cheese, so I would just eat regular cheese, but yeah, that's there for you. And then we're gonna keep going. Good, thanks. Almost always, you have to get some chicken breasts. The best prices are at Fred Meyer for chicken breasts, even better than Costco. And then for me, I've been on a chicken thigh kick lately. So if I do 8 ounces, it's 48 grams of protein and 8 grams of fat, which is really not that much for the flavor you get. And they're really hard to overcook, which is really cool. And they're super cheap. Look at that. And then one thing that I've been telling people about they need to get on is this one here. Cierno's ground chicken. And so what you can do is you can just, this is 1 pound exactly. If you cook it down, it's gonna cook down from 16 ounces to probably like 9. So what you can do is just cut the thing right in half, and then you have 8 ounce portions, or you can cut those in half and you have 4 ounce portions. But these taste super good, and they're just about as lean as 96 lean ground beef. So super lean. And I almost always get a few of these. My diet's not letting me eat too much of this right now, so I'm gonna get 2. And then if you just like the taste of beef, I find that if I'm eating all the time, that I want to eat ground meat more than like steak. But I'm not gonna get that today because I got the chicken sausage. And then of course, steaks. If you're gonna have a go-to steak for staying lean, you're gonna go with sirloin. Okay, so check it out. We're gonna talk about pasta sauce. People traditionally know that white sauce is gonna be higher fat, and that's true. But if you look for it, you can find, I know that Ragu makes one like this, but this is Bertolli brand, and it's reduced fat Alfredo sauce. And so you only have 4 grams of fat per serving, whereas red sauce might have 1 or 2. Which is pretty close. It's not bad. You'd be surprised how much of this you can get away with. I actually like putting white sauce in rice. You only need a little bit, and it really creams it up. So there's that. And then red sauce, for the most part, it's all going to be the same. But if you got to double check, because sometimes you'll come across the red sauce that, like maybe the vodka one, that will be higher calorie. Not this one. This one's actually kind of high in fat for a red sauce, though. And this one's like 10 grams of carbs. So they should be between 2 and 4 for a good marinara, or even like a tomato basil. So just double check, but most of the time you're going to be pretty safe with red sauce. So yeah. If I had one vice, it would be kids cereal. I can just sit and go down on boxes of this. It is not the best for you. Yeah, it is mostly sugar, but there are some whole grains in it, and there's really no fat in kids cereal. So in terms of treats, if you were going to go with cookies or cereal, it would definitely be cereal. And then some of these like healthier brands, they'll make them out to be like they're better for you. Where is it? Honey Bunches of Oats. They make it out to be like it's a healthy cereal. It's not. It's not. So. I don't know, it's just wherever you want to make your decision on cereal. If you're trying to get in shape, it's super, super dense in carbs. And most people aren't measuring a bowl. A bowl is a cup on most brands, and a cup is not filling your bowl, so you're going to be pretty dissatisfied when you find out how much cereal you actually have been eating. So we're going to talk about convenience. Breakfast inconvenience is a great market, but Pop-Tarts, super high in sugar. There's almost virtually no fiber in them. So you're just gonna get blocked up more and more and more and more breakfast stuff that's all convenience. And then you can even come over here to the oatmeal. These are all super convenient. You put water in it and you microwave it and it's done. But the amount of food that you get out of these is very, very small compared to the nutrients that you're taking in. So I'm still going to push people to go with the good old-fashioned oats. You're going to eat way more food. You're going to get way more nutrient. You're going to feel way more satisfied. just use like Truvia, stevia, sweetener, and like cinnamon, and I promise you'll be pleasantly surprised how good it tastes. Another thing is granola. I've heard time and time again, well, I have granola for breakfast, and granola is even worse than cereal in a lot of the cases. It's still super high in sugar, and it has a lot of fat in it. So you're actually not getting away with very much with granola. Again, the portion sizes are always skewed. It's usually a quarter of a cup for a serving for granola, and you're going to be pretty dissatisfied when you see what a real serving of granola looks like. Most of the time people eat a bowl of granola, then they find out, wow, I just had 100 grams of carbs at breakfast, and that was kind of your entire day's carbs, depending on the size of your person. But yeah, just eat the whole grain raw oats, people. So for me, I'm on a low carb diet right now, so I'm eating a lot of salt. It really helps with making me feel firm and hard, getting good pumps in the gym. And so I dig the Himalayan salt. It's a pink salt, and I'm looking for it right now and I can't find it. But yeah, Himalayan salt. And then pepper, of course, you can't go wrong with it. Garlic and herbs, what do you mean? Tell me what Himalayan salt is. We are at the Walden Farms section of the store. It takes you a while to figure out where it is, so just go ask for it. Fred Meyer always has it. And they have different various sauces. They make a barbecue sauce that's low sugar. They make chocolate sauces and all different kinds of stuff. It's all 0 calorie. I think they make it for diabetics. But the pancake syrup for the Walden Farms is off the charts. It tastes just like the same. Still measure it though, because you never know. The chocolate sauce, I'm not the biggest fan of. It doesn't taste so chocolatey to me, so I'm not going to get that. But oh yeah, they have the ketchup and the barbecue sauce and all different kinds of stuff that Walden Farm makes. So check that out. And then for sweetening stuff, we have a lot of this at home. But stevia. This is an all-natural plant that tastes very, very sweet. So you only need a little bit, but it's very good for you still. I wouldn't say it's very good for you, but it's not bad for you. And so we're going to keep moving. So they're going to have peanut butter here. Most peanut butter nowadays is made naturally, so it doesn't really matter. Adams is the original when it comes to natural. You can also do almond butter. Almonds are just a healthier kind of fat, so I'm all stocked up on this. I don't need this. But in terms of bread, if you want to have bread, eat bread. If it bloats you, don't eat it. The thing you want to look for when you're eating bread is look for the fiber count. So these are English muffins. And when I'm not dieting, I eat these every morning. They're the bomb when you get hot peanut butter on it. Oh my God. But there's 25 grams of carbs and there's 8 grams of fiber. That's a pretty good ratio. But it's the same brand here. They're not the same if you look at it almost every time. This is 2 grams of fiber. There's my girl, Sarah Lee, right there. Yeah, the slices are a little smaller, but it's 45 calories a slice. 2 slices is 18 carbs. Okay, so I lost my cameraman. She went to the bathroom. But if you're my client, then you have probably complained about being sore at least once or twice, and I probably recommended to you to take an Epsom salt bath. So check these out. Dr. Teal's. I go with the Soothe and Sleep, and there usually is almost always some kind of coupon here for these to go on sale. So it's usually like a buy one, get one half off. But I almost every time buy one of these for sure.
We're having so much fun, aren't we?
Yay.
Okay, let's keep walking.